In October this year, I will leave Transform. I've been here 25 years, set it up in the mid-90s, and now it's time to move on. This is a really good time to be leaving. Not only because I said that I would give it a quarter of a century of my life, and this is my 25th year, but also because Transform's in really good shape. We have an extraordinary group of people working in Transform. New CEO, our funding situation's never been better. I'm not leaving because we lost. I'm leaving because we're winning. So the mission itself is off and running now. There were two basic reasons why I started the campaign. One was because of my own illegal drug use, and I didn't think that the government, state, had a right to interfere in decisions that I took about how I feel and how I think and what substances I use to influence that. But more importantly, I was working as a drug counsellor in the criminal justice system with some of the most marginalised, disadvantaged people I'd ever met. They'd all been sexually abused, they'd all been in care, they all had drug-dependent parents and unresolved bereavements, they were damaged. And it seemed to me that the major barrier that they were facing to playing a full part in society and being fulfilled individuals was the impact of prohibition. It was the fact that their activities were criminalised and the supply of their drugs was criminalised. And that was just a cruel thing to do, both for recreational drug users, but more importantly for people who were really damaged. So ending that was absolutely crucial. The next bit then was, after you end the war on drugs and stop that cruelty, was the desperate need to put governments in control of supply. In the mid-90s, when we set up, the whole idea of legalising and regulating drugs and ending the global drug war, I mean, it's a huge mission. There's 200 odd countries in the world that we wanted to shift policy in. So the main thing that we've achieved over that 25 years is to take a policy that was treated as toxic and taboo and bring it into the political mainstream, and not only that, but to actually have created, developed, consulted on changes that are taking place in the world, and some drugs are now legally regulated that weren't before. At the same time as feeling excited about what I do next, I'm also sad, and it's a big wrench to leave an organisation and people with whom I've worked for a quarter of a century. It's a family, not only at Transform, but in the movement. So to Transform's supporters, I'd just like to say thank you. Those of you who've been active and contacted your MPs or written letters, or who've advocated for positions in your workplace or your professional group, thank you, because you've changed the world. To our funders, huge thanks to those people. And we have some really loyal donors who've been with us for 10, 20 years. Huge thank you, huge thank you. So ultimately, it has been a massively rewarding journey, and I'm excited about taking on new opportunities. Please continue to support Transform. The job ain't finished yet.